I'm going to talk a little bit about the how. So this is the first value in the manifesto, individuals and interactions over processes and tools. But we don't hear a lot about the how. And the cool thing about what we're talking about is, we can be the change and leverage what exists already. And I've been talking about nonviolent communication. And this is, again, started by Marshall Rosenberg, who founded the Center for Nonviolent Communication. And it's a thing. It's been around since the 60s, and it has evolved since then. But it's a system of interpersonal concepts that have been shown to foster high-quality relationships and effective communication. So the cool thing about NVC as a coach, that I can just show up in that way. I can be the change I'd like to see in my teams, and it catches on. Just through that active listening and listening for the needs that are present. And it helps if leadership and management is on board with the idea, but NVC does support creating this compassionate culture. So here's a little bit of the framework, and then we get to practice a little bit. So the framework starts with self-empathy. So this is the inner work that is needed to be present, and this is especially important for coaches. So empathy is the listening part, and honest expression. So you put those two together and you get to this place of connection. And I found that once you're connected and you have this shared understanding, then you're more likely to find the win-win strategies, right? And we talked about strategies being, specific outcomes. And before you land on your win-win solution, it helps to have an openness to outcome. So here's hopefully a little bit more kind of showing how it all works. So a little interaction diagram, person A and person B. The agile coach being person B, they're skillful at facilitating connection. So they have a self-empathy practice that allows them to get clear with their thoughts, their judgments, their feelings and needs. So honest expression is one of the modes, empathic listening, and then you get into that strategy exploration. So how do we settle to, so what's our strategy going to be going forward now that we have this shared understanding among the teams? All right, I'm going to set up a breakout so we get to practice a little bit. So this is what we're going to do. So person A gets to share something frustrating from the past week. We don't want to get into anything too intense. 4 out of 10 is good, or less than 4 out of 10. And then person B is the person that's going to listen with curiosity. So the invitation is just be curious about what person A is saying, and you're going to listen for their needs. And just very simply ask, hey, so you want more collaboration? Or so hearing that you value connection, or you want more clarity in the structure. So it's just basically acknowledging the need, and then you pause, you stop talking, and you go back to listening again. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to send you, so after, I'll tell you how the amount of time in a second, but I'm going to send you a broadcast message to switch roles. And before that, I want to go through the list of intrinsic motivations so that you have a little bit more to go on. than what we've explored before. So physical needs like air, water, and shelter and food. So there's like four main categories: personal needs, autonomy, mastery, expression, authenticity, and the interpersonal needs. So community, connection, companionship, equity, and then the transcendent needs. So I'm going to send you um, that sheet of needs so that you have it in your back pocket. So let's see, we do that right now. So are there any questions on what it is that we're going to be doing? So I just sent you a JPEG of that one slide. Cool. So we have 10 of us. So we can do 5 groups of 2. So Suresh, just want to check. David, are you still with us? Yoda and Suresh. Okay, Suresh, thanks for turning on your video.
Yeah, I'm here.
David?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here too.
So Yoda, please unmute yourself and let us know if you're with us. Okay, good. All right. So that's what we're going to do. And let's spend about 4 minutes each. So person A will have 4 minutes to talk about something challenging in the last week or two. And person B is just going to listen. She's going to be present and listen for the needs of person A. And every once in a while, you would ask in the form of a question, hey, is that about connection? Are you wanting more connection in your interactions? Are you, or maybe acknowledge emotional safety or whatever it is, and then listen, go back to listening again. All right, so let's give it a go. Let me make those breakouts and we'll do 5 teams. We'll recreate the rooms. And okay, so I'm going to participate in one of the teams. Let's see. Yeah. So, okay, so I'm going to show up with the single person team, and we'll see you in about 8 minutes. All right, welcome back, everybody. Just want to do a debrief. How was it to practice listening? We actually call that empathy, just listening with curiosity and trying to get clear with the needs of another person. Slew, do you want to share? I thought, go ahead.
Yeah, I appreciate the space given by Logan, and I feel heard. I mean, not hurt, being heard.
Yeah,
right?
being heard.
To.
Yeah.
Yes, and from there, I'm able to go a bit deeper. What is behind that emotion or negative reaction? And Logan also helped me to clarify what are my needs or maybe what I want from that experience. Thank you.
Mm. So did it feel supportive to receive that?
Yes,
listening?
Especially I'm not being fixed.
Yeah, not being fixed. Thank you. Thanks for calling that out. That's one of the giving advice and fixing is one of the non-empathy responses that really can break things up. All right. Would anyone else like to share? How was it for you to be in that space with another person with the listening? Logan, do you want to add anything to that? Yeah, I just saw on your face that maybe you might want to share something.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely also appreciated the space and getting to, to share my story, tell my story, and yeah, I mean, I also felt like you helped me, like, think of a need that I hadn't really thought about that was relevant to my situation. And, the time limit is such that I'm going to need to chew on that a bit more later, but I still definitely appreciated, that insight. So yeah, it was good.
Thanks, Logan. All right. Anyone else want to share? Otherwise, we can move on.